Hi friends, I'm going to talk to you today about finger weaving. Your ball of yarn needs to stay in the bag when you're all done. So you're going to wrap around the tail of the yarn and you are going to put it back in the bag as such and make sure it gets closed up that way that there's the little tails of the balls of yarn do not get tangled together, okay? So when you're taking your ball of yarn out, you want to look for the tail. Go ahead and unwrap it a little bit. Okay, I use my right hand to write with, so I'm going to put my yarn on my left hand, okay? So I'm gonna take the tail and I'm gonna drape it in the palm of my hand and I'm gonna clamp it thumb to first finger, okay? And I'm gonna go under, over, under, over. I'm gonna wrap it back around, go under, over, under, over. So you see it made a pattern. So there's an over on each finger and that's what we want. Okay, so one row of what I call the loops. Now you're going to bring this string and you're going to lay it across on top. This is the straight line. So this is the setup. I've got a tail in my palm, loops, and the straight line above the loops. So to finger weave, you're going to pull the loop, bend your finger through and drop that loop off the back. Okay, the bottom loop, bring it over. Bottom loop, bottom loop. Okay, I like to use my hand and comb it down. Okay, so I still have my loops. So now I'm gonna make the straight line again. Now I'm back to the starting point again. So I'm gonna bring my loops, 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 slide it down, straight line, loops, 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 slide it down. After about 3 or 4 times, you can let this tail go because it won't fall apart. And then you're going to get much quicker at this. One thing that's really important is keep all of this yarn loose. If you pull this really tight, you are going to pull these loops really tight and it's going to be super hard to get those loops off of your fingers. So keep it loose. Make sure you're always pulling those bottom loops. Okay, and then eventually when you pull this tail, you'll have a chain. Okay, we'll talk about dismounting next.